Anna, congratulations on the series. It's a groundbreaking one. Talk a little bit about your character, and how you were able to relate to her.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I play Siaya, who's a young mother, really just trying to figure herself out and what she wants and where she wants to go, all while, doing all of this in front of a small community that really cannot stay out of your business. And, that's such a real experience for so many young women. And in Siaya's experience, I really related deeply to kind of wanting something different, but being afraid about what happens when you try to pursue that and what happens if you fail. And so all of the kind of anxieties that Siaya goes through, really resonated deeply with me, but it's also something that I saw so much of in my community. I grew up around so many Siayas and have so many Siayas in my family of women that, were like, no, this isn't my path, and I'm going to create my path, and I'm going to do what I want to do and achieve what I want to achieve. So from the moment that I read the audition, and then when I read the scripts, I was like, I love her so much. She's messy, she's complicated, she's a little bit wild at times, but she's so lovable. And, I just fell in love with her immediately.
How important was it? I understand it's the first Canadian series for Netflix, and I imagine the first in a series for Netflix as well. How important was it for you to tell that story authentically? And what were the challenges of that?
Yeah, I mean, being able to tell the story and being part of kind of, I think, something that will change the landscape of how the Arctic is represented in film and television, and a whole new kind of more real version of the Arctic and our experiences. Um, some might think it's a lot of pressure, but I think, with the showrunners and the writers, Alethea Anachak-Burrell and Stacey Auklick McDonald, who created the show that's based on their own experiences, that has ties from so many of the experiences of women around them and the community, and them being from the North and being so community oriented, it was like authenticity was never a concern for me anyway, as an actor. I read the scripts and I was like, this is so real to how I grew up. This is so real to what I know. And I just hope that audiences are open and receptive to what we give them. And, so far in Canada, it's been really great. And it does feel, with the show coming out on Netflix and going international and people experiencing the Arctic for maybe the first time, it's really exciting. There is a little bit of pressure, but sharing that with Stacey and Alethea and, Micah Harper, who's also from Ecuador, she plays Nivi, and Zorga Kaunak, who's from Igloolik, who's a bit further north than us, being able to share that load and that responsibility with everyone has really just made going into this, I don't know, about having fun and sharing what we loved creating.
What were some of the challenges of shooting in that environment? Not too many series have done that, or many.
I mean, what was easy about filming that in that environment might be easier to go on about. But no, it was a challenging shoot. Ecuador doesn't have the infrastructure for something of this size. It doesn't have really the infrastructure for most film and television shoots. So, the production really had to bring in a lot to Ecuador to be able to build the sets, to have the right equipment, to make things happen. And a lot of the time, our crew had to make do with what they had, and we had an incredible grips team. We had a whole team that was really willing to find things and build items that could be used for filming. There was one time or one shoot day that a body rig didn't make it in time because it had to be flown in from Toronto, which took 2 days, which wasn't going to arrive by the time that we needed it. So our grip team built a body rig that was just kind of like make do with whatever we had. And so, it was a challenge, and it should have been impossible. But with a team that was so devoted to telling the story and really saw the vision. They made it possible. And so, so grateful for everyone who came up to shoot this show and make it happen.
Anna, congratulations on North of North, and thank you for joining us on the U Interview channel today. We hope everyone gets a chance to see it on streaming on Netflix.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for watching the U Interview channel. With over 3,000 original celebrity videos, we have one of the largest collections of celebrity interviews anywhere. So remember to like and comment on our videos and subscribe to the channel. If you want to get more involved, you can become a member of the channel. Membership has its perks. You can see exclusive celebrity videos and get the opportunity to ask our celebrity guests questions. We can't wait to hear from you.